Hi there, this is a video about the batteries on VW Phaeton. So I've owned a VW Phaeton, let's just say a year. I've only really been driving it for, let's just say, 4 weeks. And during the first 4 weeks, I was just doing short trips in it. And then the tailgate, or the trunk lid didn't stop working. Okay. And well, I thought that driving it like say 20 to 25 minutes one way and then stopping the car and going to work and then driving it home was enough. It's not. And it was actually a German friend of mine who's also got 2 Phaetons, and he told me the same thing. He says, no, driving the car for half an hour one way to work is not enough for these cars. So I didn't know that at the time, and I obviously removed this, and I checked everything. I lubed this lock, and I was doing lots of things. And when I had the car in the workshop for service, I had the battery maintainer on it, and I put the battery maintainer here. First of all, you remove your plastic protector for the ground, and then you've got a rather nice jump start point there, which is, as you can see, it's the positive area. And I connected it to there. And I plugged the battery maintainer in, and a minute or two later it said fully charged, and I was like, oh wow, that's good. And then I got the car, then I was experiencing problems with it, and I was like, man, what's going on here? And so I said, it's got to be a broken wire. Everyone says it's a broken wire. And so I checked in there, and I did find something I didn't like, and I did a repair, and but it still didn't work. Do you know what it was? It was the big comfort battery was still dead. And do you know what my German buddy told me? He said to me, look, whenever you do testing here, when you charge this, there is plastic here. This side is not connected to this, okay? This side is not connected to that, okay? So what does that mean? He told me that this side was for the comfort battery and this one was for the starter motor battery. So when you when I had the battery maintainer on here, it was charging the big battery up, but it's the small battery, I mean, but it's the big battery that has the problem. So let's try this. We're going to poke that one in there, like that. Put the voltmeter on DC volts. Okay. Now, what do we think it's going to be? If it's 12.8 volts, that's wonderful. Now, I have just driven the car, well, 2 days ago, I drove this car non-stop for 15 hours, all the way from Germany to England, northwest London area. Let's have a look to see what reading we get when I connect the ground there. You ready? Oh, shit! You see? These cars have a drug problem. And it's not fuel and oil. That's just normal running. And they love electricity, and that is low. And the big battery, the comfort battery, I did replace. So that already is eating the power. Now let's just try something. I'm doing this live. I've never done it before. We're gonna now plug that in there. This is the starter motor battery. Let's see if there's a difference. Boy, the big difference there. So that proves it, and I've never done this test before. Let's do that once more. Let's go back to the big comfort battery, put that in there, ground that out. No, that is low. So we can already tell that the comfort battery is low. All right, so it's a top tip. When you get a battery maintainer on the car, under the hood, you want to put the red crocodile clip on here somehow. Not this one so much. This is the one that it wants the juice. Okay. Anyway, that's it for now. Actually, there is one more thing. Sometimes when you buy old Phaetons, and this one was one of those cars, they had problems. The mechanic had problems with the wiring, and so they obviously got side cutters, or they destroyed the tubing going hit on the wiring harness. Now I don't know what to do. I want to really do a professional job here. I don't know if I want to put the tubing back on. Maybe I can chop the wires and put some industrial kind of, I was thinking like some caterpillar track, like on a tank, you know, like the track for the wheels. Maybe there's some kind of thing. Well, I sometimes see it on Chrysler Town and Countries, you know, when the sliding door opens, it's got this track that where it keeps the wiring harness good. I was thinking we could do something there, so I'm open to suggestions if anybody's got any ideas of how we can, you know, make this better without just putting tape on it, you know. Anyway, that's it for now. So now you know where all this lies. So when you have problems with the boot lid, first thing is charge up the big battery, because it will refuse to open that when the battery gets low.